Welcome to our newsline. You're watching ERi-TV English news broadcast live from our headquarters in Asmara. I'm Ham Berkhat. Let's first look at the top stories that are making headlines today. Announcement from the Ministry of Health. Seminars to nationals in Scandinavian countries and Switzerland. Bomb attack in Damascus kills 14 Syrian military personnel. Russia welcomes Taliban efforts to stabilize Afghanistan. Two patients have been diagnosed positive for COVID-19 and tests carried out today at quarantine centers in Ansaba region. Out of this, one patient is from quarantine center in Keren, and the other patient is from quarantine center in Hamel Malo, Ansaba region. On the other hand, 9 patients have been receiving medical treatment in hospitals in Ansaba 5 and Central 4 regions have recovered fully and have been discharged from the facilities. The total number of recovered patients has, according to region 2, 6,691, while the number of deaths stands at 45. The total number of confirmed cases in the country to date has increased to 6,780. Minister of Health, Asmara, 20 October 2021. Mr. Usman Saleh, Minister of Foreign Affairs, conducted a seminar on 16 October in Stockholm to Eritrean nationals in the Scandinavian countries, focusing on the objective situation in the homeland, as well as diplomatic engagements with neighboring countries and beyond. At the seminar, in which over 1,000 nationals from Sweden, Denmark, and Norway, as well as Eritrean friends in Sweden, took part, Minister Usman indicated that strong resilience against all external hostilities is not new to Eritrean people, expressed conviction that Eritrea will emerge victorious against the new wave of hostilities, underlining that owing the solid unity of the Eritrean people and its leadership, Eritrea came out victorious against all external hostilities and continued to contribute its part in the peace and stability in the region. Minister Usman said that Eritrea will maintain reinforced engagement for the development of mutual cooperation and friendship with the neighboring people and countries. Minister Usman also called nationals in the diaspora to strengthen organizational capacity and unity as in the past and play due role in the national affairs. In the same vein, Presidential Advisor Mr. Yemane Gabrab conducted a seminar on 17 October in Geneva to nationals residing in various cities of Switzerland on the objective situation in the homeland, as well as on the political, economic, security, media, and diplomatic programs in terms of regional and global developments, indicating that external conspiracy is ongoing to reverse the prevailing peace and friendship among the peoples in the Horn of Africa. Mr. Yemane expressed the importance of strong organizational capacity to emerge victorious against the world order that is identified with its abusive and hegemonic activities, stressing that Eritrea always is prepared to ensure its national security and interests. Mr. Yemane explained on the role and contribution of nationals in diaspora in the effort to strengthen diplomatic activities. Mr. Yemane also gave answer to questions raised by the participants of the seminar. A new dam constructed in Gul'i administrative area, Galanef Hizab zone, at a cost of over 5 million nakfa was inaugurated on 19 October. According to Engineer Abraham Daniel, Head of Construction Development in the Central Region, the dam that has the capacity of holding 110,000 cubic meters of water has so far accumulated 70% of its capacity, indicating that the residents had to go a long distance to fetch water for themselves and their livestock. Mr. Mohammed Said, administrator of the administrative area, expressed appreciation of the residents' regional administration and the Ministry of Agriculture for the strong participation demonstrated during the construction of the dam. Mr. Sahaya Haile, governor of the Central Region, on his part, called on residents to make judicial use of the dam and develop irrigation farming activities. The inauguration event was attended by Mr. Arafine Berhe, Minister of Agriculture, General Philippos Welde Yohannes, Chief of Staff of the Eritrean Defense Forces, as well as Mr. Yusuf Sayo, Chairman of the PFDJ in the Central Region, and Mr. Abraham Samara, Chairman of the Assembly in the Central Region. We'll be back with international news. Stay tuned. Syrian state TV reports 40 military personnel killed, several others wounded in attack during morning rush hour. A bomb attack on a bus carrying troops in Syrian capital Damascus has killed at least 14 military personnel and wounded 3 others, state TV and a military official said. The attack early on Wednesday was the deadliest in Damascus in years and a rare event since government forces captured suburbs formerly held by opposition fighters in Syria's 10-year-old conflict. There was no immediate claim of responsibility for the attack. In August, Syria's state media said a short circuit triggered an explosion in the gas tank of a bus carrying soldiers, killing 1 and wounded 3. Syria's conflict, which has begun in March 2011, has left more than 350,000 people dead and displaced half the country's population, including 5 million who are refugees abroad. Moscow hosts the Taliban for international talks but stopped shortly, officially recognized the group. Russia recognizes the Taliban's efforts to try and stabilize the situation in Afghanistan. Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov said that he hosted the group for international talks in Moscow. Wednesday's conference, focused on the future of Afghanistan, is being attended by officials from 10 countries, including China and Pakistan. The talks mark one of the Taliban's most significant international meetings since its assumed control of Afghanistan in mid-August. Russian Foreign Minister Lavrov gives a speech at the opening of our international conference on Afghanistan with Taliban representatives in Moscow. Several days of significant flooding and devastating landslides swept away roads and houses in the two nations. More than 100 people have died in several days of significant flooding and devastating landslides that have swept away roads and houses in India and Nepal, officials say, with dozens more missing. 5 of them dead were from a single family whose house was buried by an enormous landslide, local officially Pradeep Jain told the AFP news agency. Another landslide in the northern Almora district killed 5 people after huge rocks and a wall of mud demolished their home. Authorities ordered closure of schools and banned all religious and tourist activities in the state. In 2018, almost 500 people died in the coastal state in the worst flooding in 100 years. Before we close for today's news, let's have a recap of the headlines tonight. Announcement from the Ministry of Health. Seminar to nationals in Scandinavian countries and Switzerland. Bomb attack in Damascus kills 14 Syrian military personnel. Russia welcomes Taliban efforts to stabilize Afghanistan. That was all for today's news. Thanks for watching. Have a great night.